Hello, good morning, and welcome back to Jack's Coffee Break. My name is Jack, and today, look at these little baby hippos. Oh, they're so sweet. This is not a baby, this is the pygmy hippo. I have not really gotten to build for these guys on the channel, and as you probably can tell from the title of this video, I thought it would be really fun to do that challenge that Leaf started and everybody else has been bandwagoning on. And I am fully bandwagoning. Like, that's what we're doing here. That's absolutely what we're doing here. I love a good Planet Zoo challenge. And I thought, you know what? This looks like a lot of fun. Why not? So I asked my husband, what should we do? And he said these guys. Not because they're in the news. I know they're in the news. We're doing it because they're cute and he likes them. I haven't built for them in, like, years. Literally years. So we are in the world's most basic habitat. This is basically just to show their bare minimum requirements. This is all that you need to meet. So this habitat is 476 meters. It's got a water area of 239. If anything, we're kind of erring on the smallish side for both. Their traversable is 350. Their navigable is 297, which is a little bit higher. I don't know why. This is the bare minimum requirement for these guys, along with their enrichment, foliage, shelter. This is our goal. This is what we need to hit. We're not going to hit this in the 1 minute. I already tried this. And yeah, this is not the 1 minute challenge. Our only goal is gonna be to make sure that they stay in the habitat. We can talk once we get to, like, the 10-minute thing. But yeah, so this is what we're aiming to meet or exceed. So without further ado, here's how this is gonna work. I have on my phone a timer that I'm actually pulling up right now as we do this. So I've got my timer for 1 minute. I've got another one for 10 minutes. I've seen other people do 20. We're gonna go for the 10. And then I've got one for 1 hour. And no matter what, let's bring the light back for this. No matter what, this is going to be a crunch for me, because my average habitat, like the ones that I actually show on the channel, 3 to 4 hours to make. So no matter what, I'm going to be cramming for time. Like, we'll see how far we get. I don't know that we'll do anything extravagant. So what we're going to do is I have room over here for the 3 habitats that we're going to build. I'm going to build our 1 minute right here, and then we'll branch off and do our 2 and 3. And then that way we can compare and contrast, right? So that's the idea. We're going to go ahead and get the barrier down just to make sure that we have all the space we need. And then after we get the barrier down, everything is going to be in null. From what I understand, the rules are that you have to construct the barrier yourself. So that's something that we're going to be thinking about. Leaf did use blueprints. I've seen other people avoid blueprints, personally. There's a couple of them where I'm like, I'm just going to use a blueprint for this, because trying to do it by myself is terrible. Thankfully, these guys don't need, like, climbing frames. That was a big concern. But, like, shelters, if I don't, I might end up using a blueprint, because otherwise it's literally just going to be, like, some squares floating in the air. So yeah, we're going to build the barriers ourselves, as much as possible. We need to try and meet their minimum, like, franchise mode habitat limitations. So we're going to need some water. We're going to need a shelter. This could even do with being a little bit bigger, but this is like, I don't know, maybe it's deceptively large. Can I, please? Thank you. My goodness, don't fight with me. Please, I beg of you. Okay. So here's what we're starting off with, yeah? Alrighty. And then just to be sure, I'm gonna make sure that my blueprints are off. Shouldn't need facilities, but make sure that random rotation and all those other things are off. It will need position snap. Okay, so here's how we're gonna calculate our times, right? We have this little staging area. We're gonna grab our hippos. we're gonna hit move. And the moment that they hit the ground, assuming that it will let me. There we go. So the moment they hit the ground, the timer starts. So I'm going to pause it when they're up in the air. Okay, the hippo is flying down. I'm going to go ahead and start my timer. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Get out some walls. And that is time. So we did it. We contained the hippos. It's not pretty. It doesn't look good. But my goodness, we did it. That was all I was hoping for. So yeah, that's what you can get done in a minute. You can contain tiny hippos. Okay. We'll see how this goes for the 10-minute. I suspect we're gonna have a little bit more luck. So yeah, we'll just keep them there. We'll go ahead and build out our next habitat. And I will see you when we're ready for the drop. Alright, we're prepped. We're ready. We have a weird-shaped habitat this time. Technically, there's space. Okay, and we begin in 3, 2, 1, 10-minute timer. Okay. That's it. That's everything. So here is our 10-minute habitat. Oh my goodness. To be fair, we met their needs. I would argue it's nicer than the, like, bare minimums habitat. It's not the worst. Admittedly, a lot of the land space is taken up by, like, this thing. And we don't have any, like, soft covering for them. We just have, like, hard shelter. But I don't hate this. It's alright, you know? It's okay. I think one thing is for absolute sure, though. We've done absolutely nothing with, like, the guest spacing areas. Like, we're literally just containing the hippos and making the area look tolerable. So, for the 1 hour build, I think I should try and incorporate guest features. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Okay, alright, we are all set up and ready for our 1 hour go. If you hear from me, it's because I'll be in voiceover. Maybe not. Maybe you'll just get little excerpts. We'll see. And otherwise, we're gonna do a quick time lapse, and I'll see you at the end. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, well, let's unpause and have a look around, shall we? So this is one of the entrances. I suspect probably the main entrance. We have our little sign for Tiny Hippo. And then you will come down into this little underwater viewing area. It's actually... I don't know, it's pretty nice. The hippos are not in the water right now. I think I just saw one, like, re-enter the habitat. And it's not, like, the most impressive underwater viewing, but, like, it's something. You'll see the hippos at some point. So, let's go back up a little bit more. You'll come around the side. Let's speed up a little bit. So I really only focused on the side that's actually contained by the habitat. I didn't, like, spread it out or anything. Presumably this will transition into some kind of, like, Asian area? I don't know. Because, like, otherwise we're just gonna hop theme for a minute to an animal that is not in Asia, but, I don't know, the build kit looked nice. So I don't know, I wanted to use it today. Yeah, and then you come up into here, and it looks okay. You know, we've got these little baskets, you know, you've got some education. And then this is your view from the balcony. So you can see the hippos. This one's mud wallowing. That one over there's having a nap. So, I mean, it's not like the most technically impressive, but I wanted to keep it relatively flat because these guys are mostly like, you know, flat animals. They don't really do terrain and texture and all of that. But for what it is, I mean, I think it's serviceable. Like I said, it's not going to win any awards. Not really asking it to. It just needs to function. And I mean, my goodness, it's better than that. And I would argue it's a little better than that. But yeah, so this is 1 minute, 10 minutes, and then 1 hour of construction. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this format. I know it's a little bit different, but yeah, I haven't gotten to do a Planet Zoo challenge in a very long time, and there's some of my favorites. Like, I wish that this community did more challenges, because, like, Savannah used to do, competitions and all that. I think she's given up on it for a little while, which is a shame, but, you know, if she ever decides to bring them back, I'm gonna enter again. Anyway, if you want to see my other contests, they are in a playlist that should be popping up here on the end screen once we get there. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this. If you play Planet Zoo, I hope that you try this, and maybe even film what you do, and then show me, because I'd love to see what everybody ends up doing with this little format that they've come up with. It definitely forces you to realize your minimums and then figure out what you can creatively achieve in a specific time frame, which I really like. So, anyway, yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Happy building!